What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Champ Bobbitt, co-founder of Skyton Academy. Welcome to our 74th episode of Dot Connect Wednesdays. We're going to call this one the Quantum Edition. Tonight, we're diving into some groundbreaking topics that are reshaping the financial landscape. First, Ripple surprising donation of 5 million XRP to the Trump-Vance inauguration committee. And what does this mean? Two, tax-free US-based cryptocurrencies. Is this the future of investing? Bitstamp's bold but accurate claim shaking up the crypto industry. And last but not least, Google's Willow project, quantum computing, and how it impacts Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and cold wallets. If you're ready to unlock the secrets behind these game-changing updates, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode going forward. Now, before we get started, guys, I've got some exciting news. Due to the overwhelming demand, we're running a second round of our 4-day masterclass entitled Navigating the New Financial Frontier. The class will take place January 7th, 9th, 14th, and the 16th. This is your chance to gain invaluable insights into the evolving financial world. The link is going to be down in the description below. And listen, without further ado, guys, I'm going to play the video. Let's get into it. Welcome to the 4-day live masterclass at Skyton Academy with Champ and Steve. We're excited to have you join as we explore the evolution of money, banking, cryptocurrency, and AI. Over the next 4 days, we'll take you through the origins of money, the development of modern banking, and most importantly, the future of finance through cryptocurrency, blockchain, and AI. This masterclass is designed to provide you with practical, actionable knowledge on how to navigate the rapidly changing financial landscape. Whether you're here to better understand the global economy or to learn how to protect yourself from financial risk, you're in the right place. In this masterclass, we'll cover 9 essential lessons: the history of money, starting from the gold standard, how the banking system was formed and how it functions today, centralized versus decentralized finance, what's the difference, how the US dollar became the global reserve currency and the power of the petrodollar, the rise of BRICS and its impact on the global economy, how cryptocurrency, blockchain, and AI are reshaping finance, how to protect yourself from bank failures and economic downturns, tools to research your bank stability and assess financial risk. Additionally, we've included a 5-part cryptocurrency foundation course, which will provide you with the basics you need to better understand the future of digital money. This masterclass is not just about theory. It's about giving you the tools and knowledge to secure your future in the new digital economy. We will show you how to protect yourself from potential financial crises, including bank failures, and how to research your bank's health. Each session will be followed by a live Q&A where you can ask Steve and myself your specific questions and get personalized advice. And if you can't attend live, don't worry. We're releasing replays after each session, so you'll have full access to the entire course at your convenience. We're offering a special price of $222 for the first 10 people who sign up, so make sure you secure your spot early. This masterclass is your ultimate guide to securing yourself in the new digital economy. Let's get started. All right, ladies and gents, I got a special offer for you guys. We're offering an exclusive pre-sale discount for $100 off the full price. If you use code 4day2 at checkout, this unlocks the $100 off, but you have to hurry. The offer expires December 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Plus, we've made it even easier for you guys to join. We have the options of Klarna and Afterpay available at checkout to help you spread the cost if needed. So make sure you guys secure your spot and take advantage of this limited pre-sale offer. Guys, again, the link is going to be in the description below. Checkout code is going to be 4day2. Offer expires soon, so you got to act fast. All right, now, ladies and gents, let's dive right in. First order of business, the company Ripple is going to donate 5 million in XRP to the Trump inauguration, January 20th. All right, so this is major news because not only was Ripple one of the first cryptocurrency companies alongside Kraken, Ondo Finance, and Coinbase to make a donation to the inauguration fund. And basically, this fund is for the galas, the dinners, the parade, etc., right up before January 20th when they get sworn in, Trump and JD Vance. And then basically, this is one of those leverage plays, if you will. So Ripple, of course, is staking their claim. They were a big donator in lobbying for cryptocurrency because they had the biggest case period in cryptocurrency. So basically, now they're continuing the trend. They also did donate to Kamala and the other guys, but this just shows you the power of cryptocurrency. Not only are people using it to fund wars, to fight wars, to sidestep sanctions, except in tariffs, blockages, etc. Now you're seeing it in the political realm. So this is big for Ripple to do this. And I love this motion because this just shows the influence of cryptocurrency. We already have a pro crypto president. We have 250 pro crypto personnel that just got elected into office. And there's going to be a lot of rules and regulations that get passed with this particular administration. So it was only right for Ripple to stake their claim and make sure they had their hat in the ring. So, I love this. I actually love this. And this just shows that XRP can be used beyond payments, beyond cross border payments and remittances. It's key to note that crypto companies have contributed over $8 million to this inauguration fund, and this makes Ripple have the largest record-breaking donation to Trump, period. Right? So that 5 million in XRP was added to Trump's 200 million inauguration stash. This is the biggest crypto donation ever made. Crypto is not just an alternative vehicle, investment vehicle. We're seeing it reshape the world of politics in real time. That's a quote directly from Mario Nawfal. He's a big prominent figure on Twitter, right? He's covering all of this stuff. So I just love what they're doing right now, and I want Ripple to keep it up because Ripple, of course, is going to be a leader in this space. It already is a leader in this space, and you're starting to see everybody begin to champion XRP, right? This is something that Steve and I have both we've been covering since we both got into crypto in 2015, right? We were able to spot this unicorn years and years ago before the herd. So this is awesome to kind of see things kind of come in full circle and materialize. All right, next on the agenda, we got President Trump wanting to eliminate all capital gains taxes on cryptocurrencies issued by United States companies. So I'm going to run down the list for you guys. Um, it's going to be Cardano, it's going to be Algorand, it's going to be XRP, and it's going to be HBAR or Hedera Hashgraph. This is going to make those particular cryptocurrency projects fully tax-free, provided their creators are US based. All right, this legislation would allow companies with existing assets to relocate to the United States. This is going to solidify America as the global crypto hub. This is exactly what Trump called for. So listen, guys, I'm going to tell you guys exactly why this matters. So for US investors, this proposal is a complete game changer. Currently, capital gains taxes on cryptocurrency projects can go all the way as high as I think 40%. The actual number is like 38 or 39%. This is significantly reducing the potential returns for investors. By eliminating these taxes from made in America cryptocurrencies, US investors could keep every single penny of their profits, making domestic cryptocurrencies the most logical and profitable choice. This move could also drive a massive influx of cryptocurrency projects to the US. This is going to further strengthen the country's dominance in blockchain and in cryptocurrency space. Especially compared to other countries, they have stricter tax regulations. The US will become a tax haven for crypto innovation, attracting both businesses and investors alike. And then for global investors, this could actually shift and reshape the entire cryptocurrency market. As projects relocate to the United States, they may face competitive pressure to align with tax advantages offered here, creating ripple effects across the global crypto economy. This strategy positions the US not just as a crypto friendly nation, but as a leader in fostering blockchain innovation and adoption. Next on the agenda, Bitstamp's bold but accurate claim So today on Twitter, they released this tweet. Normally, I don't even highlight when exchanges do this, but one, I just want you guys to understand what's happening right now in real time. So, Bitstamp, Ripple, the company, they have a long-standing relationship of over 7 years, right? Ever since Ripple had the ODL product. So, let me stay focused. I don't want to go too far off, but for them to say XRP, and I quote, XRP is going to make history next year. They released this tweet right now at this time and on purpose, right? The reason being is because one, Bitstamp is one of the longest standing cryptocurrency exchanges, and it's an OG in the space, right? When they said XRP is going to make history next year, that wasn't a casual statement. Bitstamp maintained close ties with Ripple for over those 7 years, right? And adding to the intrigue, Ripple recently acquired minority stake in Bitstamp, buying shares that were previously owned by Pantera Capital. So Ripple owns part of Bitstamp. All right, remember that. Bitstamp's head of strategic partnerships, her name is Eva Gartner. She recently announced plans to launch a derivatives exchange in collaboration with Ripple. Whoa, you know I got receipts. You know I come with receipts. Bitstamp and Ripple to launch derivatives exchange. This article was released September 16th, 2024. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of context. Speaking on it's a series that they have, it's called Built on the XRPL. Gartner revealed that the derivatives platform could launch in the coming months. So this is going to be 2025, and it aims to closely cooperate with Ripple. Bitstamp sees the initiative as a major step to drive crypto adoption and bolster XRP's role in the market. Now, here's what you must understand about derivatives, period. Now, what this means, not only for Ripple, the company, RLUSD, Ripple stablecoin that just got approved by the New York Department of Financial Services, and XRP, the decentralized digital asset, the only digital asset that has regulatory clarity. So the derivatives market is ginormous. It's estimated to be valued at over $1 quadrillion. Not a million, not a billion, not a trillion. 1 quadrillion. Now, understand what you're looking at. This is not financial advice by any means. This is for education purposes only, guys. I'm only sharing this with you because I went into the archives. This is an old graphic that I pulled up maybe from 2000, I want to say maybe 2016, 17. So this is really old, right? But this just puts things in perspective. All right. So base money, right? 28 trillion. Banknotes, 50 trillion. Government bonds, 57 trillion. Corporate bonds, 116 trillion. Commodities, 300 trillion. The derivatives market dwarfs everything at 1 quadrillion. So basically, what this is showing you that Ripple from the gate has always had this moniker, right? They want all the money. So they don't want just Swift transactions. They don't want just cross-border payments and remittances. This is not about just a peer-to-peer transaction. This is about all the money in the world that exists. Every nation, every country, right? They want their hands in every single piece of it. So when you hear this term, Rosie Rios and a couple other people throw out, it's called the level playing field. Essentially, what they're talking about is everybody has something of value. Everybody is using the payment system with these rails and this technology. Everyone is on a level field. Everyone is utilizing this technology, which is country agnostic, which means it's not owned by one country. It's not ruled by one country. All countries will utilize it. It's not the same as a one world currency. but it kind of is. All right. But what this graphic is showing you is that if Ripple takes a chunk out of each one of these industries, if you will, this is the potential and up for the price of XRP. And XRP right now is about $2.40 at the time of making this video. I'm not telling you to invest in Ripple, the company, XRP, the coin, none of this. I'm putting this into perspective for you because you must understand the world is moving at such a rapid pace, and there's so much money that the world simply just cannot wrap their minds around. When you start talking about quadrillions of dollars that flow, and you're using a digital asset, and then you're creating payment rails to utilize said asset, this is a game changer, not only for Ripple, the company, for XRP, the digital asset, the only one with regulatory clarity, but also the investors who hold it, who know about the tech, who understand about the underlying information and how this plays out in a grand scheme of things. This thing has the power, and it's already in works, to replace SWIFT. SWIFT is the banking system that we utilize right now. With SWIFT, the problem is they only have one-way communications. So it takes super long for transactions to get from point A to point B. It's super inefficient. And if anyone makes an error on the beginning side of the transaction, there's no way for the receiving person to make any kind of adjustments or say anything to make this correction. So what has to happen is the transaction goes, it gets to the middleman, there's problems, there's friction, it fails, there's holidays, there's banking rules, and then the transaction must be sent all the way back to the sender. Once it's sent back to the sender, it has to be redone, corrected, and then reattempted. That's not how money is supposed to move. So think about, when you think about derivatives, we're talking about futures, we're talking about swaps, we're talking about anything of value. This stuff has to happen rapidly, instantaneously, the same way that sending a text message happens. Money is supposed to free flow. The flow, currency, sea, water, liquidity. This is what you must keep in your mind when you're thinking about the way money moves. It has to flow. There's a current to it. And Ripple is the company that is poised to make this happen, leveraging XRP, the digital asset. Now they have another sharp knife in their war chest, which is RLUSD. Now the RLUSD stablecoin is approved. What this does is this opens up the door for institutional players and parties to be able to utilize RLUSD and XRP itself, but without having to deal with the currency fluctuation of 3 to 5 seconds. Even though 3 to 5 seconds trumps so many other banking systems and currencies that exist right now that people use, it fluctuates instantaneously. Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything. We're talking $500, $1,000, $3,000, like that. The price swings. It could drop, the price could drop, and the price could rise. Now, when you have an asset like XRP, it's only 3 to 5 seconds of volatility that you have to deal with. And that's so the transaction can flow and it settles and it's final, right? It's done, it's completed. Banks still felt like they didn't want to carry on that risk. So because they didn't want to carry on that risk, what they were previously using from Ripple was USDC. US Ripple itself, the company, was in charge of, at one point, minting 30% of all USDC to all of its banking partners, the institutions. So Ripple said, instead of me utilize USDC, why not create our own stable coin, back it 1 to 1, make sure it's transparent, and then we can directly keep all of our verticals in-house and we can satisfy all things. This is why we tell you that you guys must do your research, because companies like this, they are moving so strategically and they are putting the chess pieces on the board and they're in play. So, guys, if you know, like I know, a $2 entry price right now, if you already are not invested, this is something that you must consider. I'm not telling you guys what to do with your money. I'm just telling you guys that what I'm looking at, and from my vantage point and where Steve's at and what he's looking at, this is a powerhouse. And you would be a fool to not be invested. Now, something else that many don't know is that I'm going to connect the dots. Robinhood just relisted XRP on its exchange for the European arm back in September of this year. This expanded the availability to also US customers just last month. So now Robinhood has formally relisted XRP and it's available. Not only just the US customers, but customers in the EU, UK, and Asia. So Robinhood is also set to acquire Bitstamp, the crypto exchange I just mentioned, for about 200 million. This deal is expected to finalize in 2025 under Trump's administration, pending regulatory approval. Now, this acquisition is going to solidify the ties between both of those huge players in the crypto space, and it sets the stage for transformative developments for XRP and beyond. Now, this acquisition itself will bring Bitstamp's globally scaled crypto exchange to Robinhood with retail and institutional customers. Now, again, this is going to be for the EU, UK, the US, and Asia. This is what you call strategic partnerships, strategic combinations. They're about to bring so much institutional inflows into cryptocurrency market, it's going to make your head spin. This has nothing to do with retail. When I talk about institutional guys, institutions are the same as governments. Governments are nothing but larger businesses. They're coming in with billions and trillions of capital. All of these countries were waiting for these moments, regulatory approval, right? The bills that are in place. You have MiCA regulations, removing non-compliant stable coins like Tether. Once it removes Tether, which is non-compliant, what are your other options? USDC and RLUSD. Now, if these institutions see these type of partnerships and they see that Ripple's stablecoin has regulatory approval as well, and so many institutions are electing, they're literally requesting Ripple to do um, testing with XRP and RLUSD in their transaction stack so that they can utilize it. What do you think is going to happen with institutional inflows? They're going to be handing over billions and trillions of dollars to flow through these decentralized ledgers and utilize these assets. So if you know this information right now, that means you are in position, or you should be in position to be handsomely rewarded, because they're not going to stop. They don't care about us getting rich, us getting wealthy. They don't care about us. The goal is to move money as fast and efficiently as possible so that they can cut down on cost, lower their overhead, and increase efficiency of how money is moving. The faster that the money moves and the money gets from point A to point B, the more money that they can make. And ultimately, it just passes down savings to us, right? And it gives us a lot more convenience in how money can be moved, right? So if we need to send, $1 million from point A to point B, it can happen in a matter of seconds, safely, securely, no issues, no harm, no foul, right? As opposed to having to wait 10 business days, 12 business days for money to be moved. That's not the way things should work. So, what I need you guys to understand is this thing is not going to stop. 2025 and beyond is going to be powerful years. And it is going to be the moments that everyone must plant their seeds. Because in between that time, if you can't make money with this administration, with these type of conditions and these circumstances, you in essence don't deserve it. And it's sad to say that because I strongly feel like everyone deserves true wealth. But the true reality behind that is everybody is not equipped to handle wealth. It starts here. This is why we always teach education, making sure you guys are properly protecting yourself, actually safeguarding your assets when you do make investments. Because you cannot work your way to wealth, you cannot save your way to wealth. It's not going to happen. It has to be done through investing, and there's no other investment vehicle on earth that gives you the type of gains that cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is giving you. So again, I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just telling you what I know. And if you take heed to the gems, you'll be rewarded. And those who sit on the sidelines, 30, 40 years down the line, you're just going to have to live with that regret. Because by 2030, this thing is taking off. We'll have mass adoption. Right now, we only have about 3 to 5% of the global population that's invested in cryptocurrency, even less invested in projects like XRP, who even understand what it is. Most people just go to Bitcoin, especially if you're following these guys, right? These influencers and these crypto gurus. They always tell you the same thing. It's always the top three. It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then they were sprinkling in Solana because Solana was in that position. Now XRP is back up in its position, and now people are starting to talk about it. But that brings me to another point. This is why you must pay attention to who you're getting your information from. Steve has this thing he says all the time. Who's teaching y'all? The reason he says that is because truly, who is teaching y'all? If you're listening to these influencers and these guys are not leading with value, with information, with verifiable context that you can actually go and corroborate yourself, they not it. And a lot of these guys are only doing this for clickbait. They wasn't here. They was not in the trenches. They were not getting busy when the market was down or before it was cool for people to be in cryptocurrency. Since 2015, Steve and I both have been educating. We've both created handfuls of multimillionaires. And we've literally done this from the heart. We've seen it. We had the information, but we did the work. We didn't have the tools and the resources that everybody has now, especially the ones that we create at Skyton. We didn't have that. We didn't have mentors. We didn't have YouTubers to tell us how these projects work. We had white papers, we had time, and you basically had to figure things out. So I don't want to get too deep into that, but listen, guys, this stuff is so important and it's so pivotal because right now, this is the time where you're about to get institutional demand like never before. There's bills that are right now in Congress, in Senate, waiting to be passed. They're bipartisan, which means it's from both sides, the red and the blue. But you've never had one institutions lined up ready to pour billions and trillions into this market ever. Two, you've had multiple bull runs, multiple bull cycles. The cycles always repeat themselves. What goes up comes back down. We need healthy retraces and they take back off again, right? The market has continued to grow, to innovate, to expand, and you're seeing its web grow and its tentacles in everything, right? All mediums, from music to news to sports, you're seeing it, right? Politics, all of it, definitely in finance. All right. So as these things continue to happen and the industry continues to grow and expand, it's opportunities all around you. I don't want anybody here to be caught up in, I don't understand this. I'm fearful, so I'm not going to put my money into it. That's not the answer. The answer is get around a community of like-minded people who can truly lead you with real knowledge and real verifiable information. That's Skyton Academy. I tell you guys all the time, this is episode 74. We had 74 episodes total of Dot Connects. We gave you guys so many gems. This is free. We don't charge you guys to get on these calls. We're bringing this information to you because it's important and it's relevant. And if you do the right thing with this information, it is going to change your life and it's going to change everybody in your family's life. So make sure you guys hold on to that nugget. And guys, just to drive the point home, I always like to come with receipts. Receipts is the thing. Like success has receipts. Shout out to Herman. So Deloitte just dropped a brand new blockchain report. It's called Applying Blockchain in Securitization, Opportunities for Reinvention. So, in partnership with the Chamber of Digital Commerce and Structured Finance Industry Group, on page 34, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean when institutional money is about to pour in like never before. So, in the section of financial services use cases, global money movement, it says banks, including Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Santander, UniCredit, Standard Charter, Westpac Banking Corp, and Royal Bank of Canada recently joined with Ripple to create a possible alternative to SWIFT for sending and receiving information about financial transactions. Hello? Can y'all hear me out there? Now, in true Skyton Academy form, we're going to make sure we drop this for you guys. So, this link to this PDF document will be in the description below as well. So, you guys will get that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this episode would not be coined the Quantum Edition without this. So, last but not least, this is our final topic before we get out of here tonight. Um, we're going to be talking about Google's new quantum computing release entitled Willow and its implications. So, I'm not going to get too technical with that drop, but basically, what Willow is, it's a quantum computing chip that they've developed, and they've been working on this for quite some time. I believe it's like 30 years, right? So it's able to do computational calculations exponentially faster than any of the other previous chips that they've produced. So now that it's here, the number one question that everyone is asking is quantum computing able to hack Bitcoin? So I'm going to walk you guys through a couple things. What is quantum computing and why does it matter? So just the basics. Traditional computers use bits to process information represented as either 0 or 1. Quantum computers use what's called qubits, which can exist as 0, 1, or both simultaneously due to a property that it has called superposition. Basically, this allows quantum computers to perform complex calculations light years faster than traditional machines. So, how can quantum computing threaten encryption standards? So, Bitcoin uses what's called SHA-256, as well as cold storage wallets. So, Bitcoin security relies on SHA-256, and this hashing algorithm for right now is quote unquote unbreakable. I'm going to say it like this. Nothing is truly unbreakable, and this is a software. But for the time being, there isn't a quantum computing chip that's available to the masses or on a large scale that can basically crack SHA-256. That does not mean that Bitcoin is 100% in the clear. Neither are all of the cold storage wallets. Everything is breakable. Understand that. All right. There is what's called a 51% attack, where basically all it takes is money and a little bit of time. This is a legitimate concern. So yes, Bitcoin has its vulnerabilities. Blockchain technology also has its vulnerabilities. Cold storage wallets, it doesn't matter which ones you have, cold storage wallets, they are all vulnerable as well. The thing being, there's not a quantum computing chip that's powerful enough, that has enough qubits to be able to, I guess, break the hashing, right? At this present moment. But because technology is moving at such an exponential pace, they say we have about 20 years left. And actually, Satoshi, quote unquote, he talked about this on the board, basically. I think this was 2010, right? So Bitcoin came out in 2008. It launched 2009. Everybody was adopting it. People started to use it, but they were using it for nefarious purposes. But the people who actually engineered this, the developers and things like that, they are techies. So they knew years down the line, quantum computing was a thing, right? And it was already being worked on and being developed in those years. So now here we are, you know, 14 years later, it's a viable concern because technology has advanced and new updates have happened, right? So ultimately, the quantum computers like Google's Willow, it could, in theory, solve the math behind SHA-256 in minutes, rendering it vulnerable. So this includes breaking private keys, which are used to sign transactions and access funds. Even cold storage wallets, which are offline and considered the safest, they aren't immune if their encryption models get compromised. Now, there's a domino effect to this. It's not just Bitcoin, it's almost all cryptocurrencies, traditional banking systems, and internet communications that all use cryptographic algorithms. Quantum computing could break models like RSA and the elliptic curve cryptography, which secure everything from your credit card transactions to your private emails. All right. So this is huge, guys. The implications for legacy finance infrastructure, it's massive security vulnerabilities. So when you say legacy financial institutions, we're talking about banks, stock exchanges, payment systems. They all rely on encryption to protect people's sensitive data. Quantum computing can expose this data, potentially leading to breaches on an unprecedented scale. Imagine hackers using quantum computers to access bank accounts, steal identities, and manipulate stock markets. It's literally a cybersecurity nightmare. So the need that we currently have at this present time is quantum resistant financial systems. So this isn't just a crypto problem. Again, this is a systemic risk for the entire global economy. Financial institutions, from central banks to local banks to member banks, it doesn't matter. Everyone needs to start transitioning to what's called post quantum cryptography. And this basically is a quantum resistant format to where it's basically resistant to quantum attacks. Some banks and governments are actually right now researching and implementing solutions, but the progress on this is super slow compared to the speed that quantum computing is advancing. So this is a legitimate concern. Now, there are a few cryptos that's already preparing for the quantum era, but there's not a whole lot of them, to be honest. I'll give you guys one of them. One of the projects is called Quantum Resistant Ledger, or QRL. It's specifically built to withstand a quantum attack, using advanced cryptographic techniques. Um, Another one is Quan Platform or Quan X. They offer a quantum resistant blockchain that can secure smart contracts and decentralized applications, things like that. And they move super fast. So they are able to do what's called a proof of concept. And institutions and developers and just people building on certain networks, they can use a quantum resistant blockchain and develop this proof of concept, and it launches about 80% faster than going through regular trial and error on other blockchains. So it's pretty cool. Things are advancing, but like I said, it's not moving fast. The technology itself for quantum computing is exponentially moving faster. So, you know, everybody just must be prepared and just basically have their antennas up. Um, Bitcoin and Ethereum, both they are exploring upgrades to make Bitcoin and Ethereum quantum safe. I highly doubt Ethereum will be quantum safe, but I do know that there are a lot of layer twos that are kind of trying to implement certain things to help both of those blockchains because proof of work and proof of stake do not work. All right. Now, what does this mean for the future of finance? Quantum computing could revolutionize data processing, financial models um, alike, and it will enable faster transactions, smarter algorithms. But if the transition to quantum safe infrastructure doesn't happen quickly, we're looking at a period of great financial instability. So the race is definitely on to build systems that can withstand this quantum leap, if you will. All right. So just a quick lesson recap. Quantum computing is exponentially faster than traditional computing, and it's threatening the security of SHA-256 and other encryption models. Bitcoin, cold storage wallets, and the entire legacy financial system could face vulnerabilities, and they are facing vulnerabilities. Quantum resistant solutions are being developed, but adoption must accelerate to prevent a large scale disruption. And then a key takeaway, this is a turning point for crypto and traditional finance. And we must be proactive in preparing for what's to come. Technology is outpacing everything and everybody. And crypto itself is technology. So whatever is to come in the future remains to be seen. But I know that what I'm doing to prepare is I'm researching quantum resistant blockchains, projects that are working on being quantum resistant. I'm also working with Steve. Steve he's actually spearheading this, right? So I'm just assisting. Um, I don't know if he really wants to let the cat out the bag, but there are essentially safer methods outside of a cold storage wallet that he's working on developing right now. So I'll let him kind of let the cat out the bag. So you guys just stay tuned for that. And also, last but not least, I'm just keeping my pulse and my thumb on information because that is the one thing that is going to empower you to make the best and safest decisions when it comes to your digital assets, securing your data and your information because hackers and this technology is just something that you just can't avoid, right? But you can operate super safely, super efficiently to kind of never be impacted. Um, so without further ado, guys, I greatly appreciate you guys being here with us. This is Connect Wednesdays, episode 74, where we went over Ripple's donation of 5 million XRP to the Trump Vance Inauguration Committee, tax-free US-based cryptocurrencies, Bitstamp's bold and accurate claims shaking up the industry, and Google's Willow project, quantum computing, and how it impacts Bitcoin cryptocurrencies and cold storage wallets. All right, guys, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and our 4-day masterclass is active January 7th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are live and direct. You guys have up until December 22nd at 11:59 p.m. to utilize the coupon code to save $100 off securing your seat when you make your purchase to our 4-day masterclass. navigating the new financial frontier. All right. So again, the information will be down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.